Sagittarius, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot. This is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates, or you feel it will, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for beautiful Sagittarians this week? The Devil, the Two of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. The Devil can sometimes be an addiction to overthinking. So Tarot's advice and the fact that you've seen this at the start of the week means we might be able to prevent it. So try your best to let the thoughts come and go and not overthink them or get stuck on them, because you seem to be addicted to overthinking a situation that's happened, and it feels maybe recently that you don't need to be thinking about anymore. It's gone. It's gone. Let it go. And again, it's up to you as to whether you actually let it go or not. I feel like you're very wise and you know that you're in control of your mind, yet you stay in this position of overthinking. Like, you could put those swords down if you wanted to, but you were like, nah, I just want to analyze this a little bit more. I just want to think about it a little bit more and get a little bit more out of it. And there's nothing more you're going to get from it other than confusion, because you're never going to see it as clearly as you first saw it. Knight of Cups coming out with Three of Pentacles. There is someone that wants to come towards you, like romantically through your work. So whether you're single or not, it doesn't really matter. There's somebody that like has seen you at work, or that you will get an offer of like collaboration from. Someone wants to collaborate and they're gonna say it. But the thing is, it feels more like they actually just, they want to love you, but they don't want to say that. They're like, oh, can I work with you? But they don't care about work. They have a cup in their hand. They care about love. They wanna, this person is like, you would know straight away as soon as you were like, yeah, let's work together. You would know straight away that they didn't actually care about work. There's something where they're very like, you could read this person like a book. Page of Pentacles coming out. Also just think like somebody's gonna like apologize in some way to do with love. I don't know if I don't think you see this coming. Like, I strongly feel you don't expect this, but there's some type of apology that's coming in, and it's from someone you're not even thinking about. So if you're like, oh, she might be talking about him, or she might be talking about her. Someone you're not even thinking about right now. It's someone you might have even forgotten about, and you might not have even realised or thought they'd done anything worthy of apologising for. It feels like they're going to come back and be like, sorry that I... It's almost like, say, for example, it's like someone's going to be like, sorry that I unfollowed you, by the way. And you're going to be like, you unfollowed me? Like, that's your first, like, there's something where someone's going to apologise and you're like, huh? They're going to say, sorry that I wasn't very nice to you in the past. And you're going to go, when were you not nice to me? There's like, it's just gone over your head. There's something that you really have not. Sometimes people think that we play bigger parts in their lives than we actually do, and I think that there's somebody that has done that with you, and they think that you are more in, they feel like they actually have to apologise for something, but you're like, huh? What else is going on for Sagittarius? Four of Wands and the Five of Wands. Whoa. I don't know if you've got a headache right now, but I just got a poof, like right here. Four of Wands is engagement. It's moving into a very stable place, sometimes for a lot of you with someone beside you, right? Like, you're both combining whatever you have to create something long lasting and stable, and it feels as if like double checking. Feel like you're double checking everything as it should be, like, to avoid disasters down the road. You're making sure everything is solid. With the Five of Wands, there is conflict about that though with this person. It's almost like you might have different ways of communicating or different ways of doing things. Like, this person, it feels like either you're like a planner and this person's like, no, let's just start, and when it goes wrong we'll fix it. Whereas and this could be flipped, but whereas you're like a planner and you're like, let's prevent it happening by planning it out and coming up with the best way to do it on paper, and then trying to create it. Whereas you're like, or they're like, let's just create it and see what happens. There's something where you and this person do things very differently, and there might be conflict because of that. I'm also getting that the funny thing is, just to contradict myself a little bit, there's something where you and this person are actually very, very similar. And because you're very similar and you like doing things, it's also a problem. Like, because you butt heads or something. But at the same time, you have different ways of doing things. You're the same, but you're completely different, which is a very contradictory message. 8 of Cups. It's also something, somebody doesn't like your friends or family. If you're in a relationship, there's something where somebody really doesn't like your friends or family, or you don't like theirs. 8 of Cups. Distancing, there's something where, this is Titanic tarot deck. And I'm just seeing that scene now where Rose runs out of the dinner because those people, they're just suffocating. There's something where you or this person is like suffocated by your friends or family. And when you run out and you leave them and you distance yourself, you finally realize, oh God, you were right. Or, yeah, whoa. This is kind of a common theme in all the readings, is there's something with, check your moon and rising signs, because this is a very common theme in my other readings. The people that are surrounding you are completely changing your life, and I feel like you're not realizing it. And they're not, for once, I don't feel this is a positive thing. I feel like you're going to know that there are people that are positively impacting your life, and there's people that aren't. And the people that aren't, you might be keeping around longer than they need to be around you, because you want to be there for them and you want to be a positive influence and you want to look out for them if they're not having a good time. But there's something where it's time for you to let go of them. It's time for you to distance yourself. It's time for you to spend less time around those people because they are dragging you down in some way, into drama, into conflict. What else is going on with Sagittarius? The Tower, Judgment, and the King of Wands. There's something big going on with your love life. Like, there's something big in terms of completely cutting someone off, if that's happened, and then reassessing the people you want around you and knowing, oh yeah, that's the one I want around me. If you're in a relationship and it's solid and you're like, nope, that's not my message, fair enough. It won't be every Sagittarius message, but it feels more like the single Sagittarians watching this right now. There's recently been like an abrupt ending, because that's what the Tower is. Something you thought was going in one direction and it just ends abruptly. This was meant to happen because it's leading you, with the Judgment card, to actually assess what it is you truly feel called towards and what is truly good for you and who is truly good for you. And I feel like you were kind of ignoring your own intuition. You were following something that was benefiting someone else more than it was benefiting you, and it wasn't balanced. And moving forward, you're only moving into connections that are balanced and reciprocal and even. And there's someone coming in, there's even Steven. Funny the name was Steven, but yeah, it's like it was meant to happen. If something recently ended, all I'm gonna say, it was supposed to. It's also given you more confidence for some reason, even if it was like, oof, it feels like something's given you confidence. 7 of Wands with the Justice card. Also something about standing up for yourself. I feel like something's taught you to stand up for yourself also. Don't let yourself be walked all over in love. Don't let people walk all over you. And the funny thing is, you're a Sagittarius. So like, what Sagittarius would let anyone walk all over them? One of you watching is. So Justice, like, things are going to be balanced out. Things are going to be balanced out. Things are going to work out as they should do. If for a second you started to not see your worth or value, or didn't stand up for yourself in a situation, or didn't have the confidence to, it's like you've got your fire and your confidence back with the King of Wands. You're back in this place of being sure of yourself, being bold, being enthusiastic, being like, know, this thing about your personality is blossoming and you're not hiding it. Ace of Cups, new love. Five of Pentacles, there's also new love. So if you're single, there's a new love coming in after an abrupt ending or something for some of you. There's a new healing. If you're in a relationship, there's a new healing phase where things feel new again. Things feel refreshed and brand new. It's the only way I can describe it. It's like there's going to be a healing between you and someone where you know that you are with the person you're supposed to be with and you're going to continue to be with them. With the Five of Pentacles, you're going to be shutting anything and anyone out into the cold that is not in alignment with you, that is not... I feel like you might have kidded yourself in some way into believing someone was someone they weren't. And then because with the Five of Pentacles, I don't know, it's almost like the universe had your back and was like, you know, what were you doing, Sagittarius? You knew better. Like you saw the best in someone, you saw the best version of someone that they could be, and you're ignoring certain red flags, you're ignoring things about them that you didn't like. And then the universe is like, haha, what are you doing? What are you playing at, Sagittarius? Snap out of it. And they're putting you on alignment with the person you're supposed to be with. Kind of strange, but it all kind of makes sense, actually. I'm going to get you one more card. Beautiful. You got Rebirth. You got Rebirth. It's also called Death, but I don't like introducing it as that right now. Rebirth. You have a rebirth, which makes so much sense with every other card you've had. You have a new beginning coming after an ending. And it is bliss. It's everything, like, it's bittersweet because you're like, whoa, what did I just go through? If you've been through something quite harsh, with the new beginning, you're like, oh, okay, that led to this. That led to this, so that was okay. So I'm sorry that if you've been through something quite harsh, if you've recently had, like a long-term relationship just fall through, but there's something where, oh, you're going to understand very, very soon that it had to happen. So that's all good. That's all good. You're going to be all good. And I feel as if this week in particular, your confidence in yourself and your personality and you're kind of blossoming into a person you actually are really proud of and like. And that's kind of where your attention is going. And I feel like that's really good for you. So keep doing that. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tales Tarot Tuesdays.